Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is October 4th, 2024, and our own Lamine Yamal has won the best player in La Liga for the month of September. Also, Robert Lewandowski's numbers show that he is better than both Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe. And finally, Marcelino is surprised that Barcelona fans are liking Hansi Flick style. And I have to say, I'm actually pretty surprised by what Marcelino had to say. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo. And before I begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure to hit the Goal Kits, Skip Back, or Fanatics. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure to hit the Bet Us. All links are down below in the description. Now, begin with the news that Lamine Yamal has won Best Player of La Liga for the month of September. Now, it's no secret that Lamine Yamal is having a spectacular start to the season. In fact, in only 8 matches, he has been able to score 4 goals and provided 5 assists. So that's a 9-goal contribution in only 8 matches. And where he has been averaging 2.1 key passes per match. And where so far Lamine Yamal has had 9 big chances. Incredibly impressive numbers for the 17-year-old, where in the month of September, he was able to score 2 goals against Girona, provide 1 assist against Villarreal, score a goal against Osasuna, and of course, he also scored a goal in the Champions League against Monaco. And given these incredible numbers in La Liga, Lamine Yamal has won Best Player of La Liga for the month of September. Now, what makes this win even more special is that Lamine Yamal, given that he's 17 years old, he does qualify for the Best Under 23 award for the month of September, which he did win in August. Remember, Lamine Yamal won the Best Player Under 23 for the month of August. So he does qualify for that award in the month of September since he is 17 years old. But despite that, they have given him the Best Player Award, not the Best Under 23 Player Award, the Best Player Award, which means that at 17 years old only, Lamine Yamal is already competing against senior players. Now, this is also cool because remember, this is the second consecutive month that a Barcelona player wins this award, because last month it was Rafinha who had won Best Player of La Liga for the month of August. Now, Lamine Yamal is leaving everyone in awe, not only Barcelona fans, but football players from all around the world, including our arch rival, Real Madrid, where Rudiger just said the following about Lamine Yamal. What Lamine Yamal is doing is ridiculous. You have to give him credit. He plays for Barcelona at the age of 17. What he did at the Euro. I hope he stays healthy. He has a brilliant future. It's pretty scary what he's doing. So Rudiger saying, we gotta give credit where credit is due, because Lamine Yamal at 17 years old is already playing at Barcelona, one of the best teams in the world. And also what he did in the Euros is absolutely ridiculous, because he was one of the key figures in Spain winning the European competition. And Rudiger saying, if Lamine stays healthy, he has a very, very bright future. And it's already scary what he's doing right now. And I have to say, I absolutely agree with Rudiger, because at 17 years old, what Lamine Yamal is doing is absolutely ridiculous. I can't remember the last player to do that at that age. Maybe just Messi, and that's about it. But what Lamine is doing is absolutely amazing. And if he stays healthy, he will definitely have an incredibly brilliant future ahead of him. Now, speaking of impressive things, we do have to talk about Robert Lewandowski, because the Polish striker, through his numbers, is proving that he's better than both Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe. Now, the Polish striker is currently the top scorer in both La Liga and the Champions League. And if you look at Lewandowski's numbers in the Champions League since the 2019-2020 season, he has been able to score 43 goals in 42 matches, to Erling Haaland's 41 goals in 42 matches, and to Kylian Mbappe's 35 goals in 49 matches, which shows that Lewandowski in these 5 years has had better numbers than Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe despite being much older than them. Now you might ask, Mo, why are you only looking at the last 5 years since 2019? Well, that's when all three of them were active in the Champions League. Of course, we can't look at previous years because how are we going to compare Erling Haaland's numbers from previous years when he didn't have them because he wasn't playing in the Champions League? Now, of course, back then in 2019, Lewandowski was at Bayern Munich, Haaland was at Salzburg and later joined Dortmund, and Mbappe was, of course, at PSG. And despite being 36 years old, Lewandowski continues to be absolutely insatiable when scoring goals, and I'm very happy that not only is he a Barcelona player, but I'm also happy that Flick has been able to recover his form. Now we will end today's video with the surprising statements by Villarreal's coach Marcelino, who on one hand said that he was incredibly impressed with how Barcelona are playing under Flick, but on the other hand, he did not understand why Barcelona fans were impressed. Because according to Marcelino, what Flick is doing is not Barcelona DNA. Now let's look at what Marcelino had to say about Barcelona under Flick. It's a Barca that runs a lot in total volume and intensity. If you run a lot and you also have very good players, a very good specific game plan, and you rely on favorable initial results, then it's normal that you look like a machine. What surprises me is that the Culers praised the style of play. It seems that there was a gene that was non-negotiable. Now we see that Barca has possession, but it has possession to attack you and kill you. And it attacks you and kills you again and again. It puts pressure on you when you lose the ball, as it did in other times, and is then capable of finishing. So very surprising words by Marcelino, who on one hand goes on to describe how Barcelona plays, which is the Barcelona DNA, but then says that he's surprised that fans like it because that is not the Barcelona DNA. Which left me a little bit stunned because I don't think anyone has explained to Marcelino what is the Barcelona DNA, so please allow me to do so. The Barcelona DNA consists of two main things. A is maintaining the possession of the ball, because when you maintain the possession of the ball, you maintain control of the match because you have the ball, so you can dictate what happens and you can do whatever the hell you want because you have the ball. And not only do you have control of the match by having the ball, but you're taking control away from the other team, because the other team does not have the ball, and without the ball, you cannot do anything. After all, it's called football. You need the ball at your feet in order to make things happen. The second component of the Barcelona DNA is the high press. Why? Because when you're attacking with all your players very high up, you have a higher chance of scoring because you're right there. You're in front of your opponent's goal, right? All your players are there, so you have a higher chance of scoring. Also, the high press allows you that when you lose the ball, you can recover it immediately because the opposing team gets the ball, but all your players are in that zone, they can get the ball back. And what does that create? That creates another advantage that as soon as you get the ball back, guess what? You're already in your opponent's third. So again, increases your chances of scoring. So that's pretty much the essence of the Barcelona DNA, ball possession in the high press. And Marcelino says that that's exactly what Flick is doing. Pressing high and maintaining possession of the ball. But then he says, I don't understand how the fans are liking this. This is not Barcelona DNA. This is literally Barcelona DNA. You described the Barcelona DNA, then you said you are surprised that fans are liking the Barcelona DNA when they're supposed to like the Barcelona DNA. What's going on here? Now, what's most confusing about this whole thing is that Marcelino is actually, a manager and a pretty good manager. This is not some random drunk guy at your local bar or some random, pundit who never made it into sports and now is just making things up. No, this is an actual manager, a really good manager, and yet he doesn't seem to understand the basics of Barcelona DNA and why Flick is literally employing the Barcelona DNA, and that's why Barcelona fans are impressed that Flick is employing the Barcelona DNA. But anyways, that's all the news for this video. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. And as always, Visca Barça.